Hello, welcome to episode 2 of the My Team Career Mode with ARG Motorsports. First race of Bahrain went very well. We got a P9, secured some solid points. But now we're going to look into a couple upgrades. We can't get one for the chassis because our the fabrication's low, so we can't get many upgrades as I did select a newcomer team. But we can buy an aero upgrade as that's already spec 1 because of the interview questions with Natalie Pinkham. So yeah, those are the driver standings at the moment. We're 7th in the Constructors, which I'll very much take. We're hoping for a similar result this weekend at Austria. So we'll have to see what we do. Let's go into quali. Here on our first quali lap, it's not looking good for us. So P19, we're just over a 10th up. It's not good. So we absolutely need to send it into these final few turns. So we lose time through there. Too aggressive, way too aggressive. We gain a bit of time back in that right-hander. But we're barely even a 10th up. We're half a 10th up. There's no way we're going through 20th place. We might even stay 20th. It's a shocking lap from us. We could not string it together. And it's P20, so out in Q1 we go. And we've been out qualified by Fittipaldi, so that is a shocking result from us. But it's only up in the race, right? There's 5 red lights here at Melbourne. And lights out and away we go. We had to hold it for a very long time. Another good start like we did in Bahrain. Not quite as good as our teammates squeezed us into the wall. So close to damage there. We're going to have to be aggressive going into turn 1. We're just going to sit behind Piastri as there's a bit of a mistake from Zhou ahead, slowing down everyone. So we managed to get past Piastri. Can we get past Tsunoda? Again, we don't have the straight line speed with our setup, but I just think the car generally lacks. Chuck it down the inside of the Alpha Tauri. Maybe have a little look on Guan Yu Zhou as we go onto the grass a little bit as he forces us slightly wide. We're past Tsunoda, so P16, a good start. Have a little look down the inside of Zhou, go off track. Not very good from us, way too ambitious there. I thought with our downforce we'd be able to pull it off. But no, so are we going to be able to gain on Guan Yu Zhou? Again, we're all over the place here, Australia. I couldn't tell you why. But we can't seem to just keep it on the track. Yeah, and here we can see just our lack of straight line speed. We're not even gaining on Zhou with the battery. It's already down to 12%. So this is dreadful straight line speed. I mean, the setup's bad, but again, I don't think the car helps either. Tsunoda's going to have the run on us now. We can't really fight it. He's going to pull to the inside at the right-hander. He'll go for it. He bounces off the curb. We'll switch back in. And it's on lap 16. Guan Yu Zhou has pulled away as we haven't put in a defensive shift. Tsunoda looks down the inside. We're going to cut him off. And we're going to stay P16. But we're having to put in an absolute shift at the moment to hold on to this place. The Tsunoda will look back on us. This time we'll hang it around the outside. Won't go for the switch. But he goes flying over the red curb. And we stay ahead. He lost a lot of time there. So that's very helpful for us. But yeah, we're all over the shop at the moment. This really, it doesn't suit our car, this track. Anyways, there we go. Tsunoda's pass. We'll just sit behind him. Probably should have overtaken there, but oh well. We're just going to have to hope that we have just enough straight line speed to get him back. But we'll sit behind him right now. We just need to not make any mistakes and get a good run out of this upcoming turn to be able to stay with him. This is not a good run. We get blocked by him and we go off track on the inside and on the outside. And now we've got Norris all over us and we're onto the grass. We are absolutely all over the shop at the moment. So the McLaren's going to go flying through, and I think that's going to be Tsunoda gone and away. We'll look back down the inside of Norris. Bit of contact, very aggressive with the McLaren, but we don't want to give up the place easily. We're on to lap 7. We've managed to gain back up to Tsunoda, and we might be able to go for it after the chicane. We could go for a move as we're all over the place through the chicane. Going off track a couple of times. We have DRS, ERS. We might have to go for an absolute godsend here. It's a huge dive bomb from us. We don't go flying over the curbs. We bang wheels with Yuki Tsunoda. And we have the better acceleration back up into P16. We lost a lot of time. In the pits we go. We're going to get an optimal turn in. That is very good. And the pit crew has gone to sleep. We've had a failure on one of the rear tyres. It's a 4.7 second pit stop. Norris has jumped us in the pit. He was quite far behind. So that is awful stuff from the pit crew. We have on lap 9 at everyone else's box, and we're right behind Yuki Tsunoda once again. He has jumped off, so we gained a bit of time to Hulkenberg somehow. But can you get past the AlphaTauri along this main straight? He's going to have DRS and Hulkenberg, so he is going to pull away despite our use of ERS. But we're just going to have to absolutely go for it down the inside at turn 1. Really aggressive. We have the braking power. And we're back into P17, so Hulkenberg up next. And on lap 12, we are here with the Haas now. Not perfect through that turn, but we just need to stay a few tenths behind where we can do what we did to Tsunoda a few laps ago and chuck it down the inside at turn 1. We have to be really aggressive with these overtakes because simply our straight line speed isn't good enough to get them in the DRS zones. But Hulkenberg would have DRS. This is a really similar situation to what happened with Tsunoda. But we're going to look to the outside as Hulkenberg defends. He's smarter, but he's still hanging around the outside. And it's a beautiful overtake on Hulkenberg up into P16 yet again. And that's our teammate retiring with an engine problem on lap 13. So unfortunate. If this was early in the race, that would be a safety car. Hulkenberg's back past us with the DRS with only 2 laps left to go. I probably should have tried to defend that a little better. But the Haas is past. I'm hoping we have enough speed to just keep with him. But I can't guarantee that. The car just does not seem to feel good around this circuit. I'm really struggling here. It's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. We'll have to see how these last laps go. But on the final lap here, we're not able to catch up enough to Hulkenberg. We need an absolutely stunning chicane here. It's alright. But we're very much onto the curve. So gaining on Hulkenberg now, but our straight line speed is not there. We've managed to pull away from the cars behind, so we clearly had some sort of pace. But we go way too aggressive into that last turn, and that's going to stop any chance of us overtaking the Haas. So we're going to have to settle for P17, still 3 places up from where we started. But it is a really disappointing result here at ARC Motorsports. From the highs of Bahrain, it's all fallen apart in Australia. The pit crew didn't help, reliability issues everywhere. Wasn't a good result. We did not have the pace. There we go, that was the order. It was Sainz who won the race in the end, as you probably saw, but yeah. Hopefully we can push on to better or whatever the next track is. Goodbye.